Hi, and welcome to Take 5, your 5 minute inspirational message from Evangelical Alliance Ireland. I'm Pastor Michael Donovan from Grace Church in Cork, and I have a question for you. What do you see when you look in the mirror? What do you see when you look in the mirror? You see, we think that when we look in the mirror, we see a perfect reflection of who we are, and that reflection is completely true. But that isn't actually really true. Because what we see when we look in the mirror is an amalgam of what we think, what we believe about ourselves. Many people look in the mirror and think that they're handsome when they're not so handsome. Many people look in the mirror and think that they're ugly when they really aren't ugly. They're beautiful. Because what we see in the mirror is a reflection of what is inside us rather than what is on the outside of us. There's a story told about an old wise man who sat at the gate of an old town. And he waited there every day, visiting and greeting visitors. And one day a visitor came to him, and the visitor said, "What are the people in this town like?" And he responded, "Well, what were the people in the last town like?" And the visitor said, the people in the last town, they were pretty rotten. They were awful. They were cranky, they were sour, they were bitter, they lied, they were arrogant, they were proud, they were rude. And the old man said to the visitor, "I think you'll find the people in this town to be quite similar." About an hour later, another visitor came along, and the visitor asked the old man the same question and said, "What are the people in this town like?" To which the old man asked, "Well, what were the people in the last town like?" And he said, "Oh, the people in the last town were lovely. They were really nice. They were kind and compassionate and generous. They were just lovely, good people." And the old man said, "I think you'll find the people in this town are the same." Because he was onto something that psychologists have known for a long time, and it's this. We don't see the world as it is. We see it as we are. We see it through the lens of our own experience and our own thoughts. People are mirrors, and very often they will reflect back to us what it is that we give to them. People are mirrors, I think, in three ways. First of all, they reflect. They reflect to us what we're actually like. For instance, Jesus says in Matthew 7, "Why worry about the splinter in your brother's eye when you have a log in your own eye? How can you think of saying to your brother, 'Let me help you get rid of that splinter in your eye,' when you can't see past the log in your own eye? You hypocrite, first get rid of the log in your own eye, and then you will see well enough to deal with the splinter in your brother's eye." You see, what he saw in his brother's eye was actually what was in his eye. In the Greek, it says it was a piece of sawdust. It was the same thing that was in his brother's eye as was in his eye. He saw the same thing. People are mirrors in that they reflect back to us what is in us. People are mirrors in that they reveal what they and what we are like. Jesus said this. He said, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. A good person produces good things from the treasury of a good heart, and an evil person produces evil things from the treasury of an evil heart." That's from Matthew chapter 12. People are mirrors in that they reveal what is in them. They reflect what's in us. They reveal what is in them. And lastly, I think people are mirrors in that they reciprocate. They reciprocate back to us, just like the man who had visited the previous town. When you're kind and generous and loving and good to people, they will tend to be like that back to you. For instance, Jesus said, "Do not judge others and you will not be judged. Do not condemn others or it will come back against you. Forgive others and you will be forgiven. Give and you will receive. Your gift will return to you, pressed down, shaken together to make room for more and running over into your lap. The amount you give will determine the amount that you get back." It's called the law of reciprocity. People will give to you what you have given to them. As I used to say, if you give what you get from God, you'll get from others what God has given you. Jesus said, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do for you." For this sums up the prophets, the law and the prophets. Jesus said that in Matthew chapter 7 and verse 12. And what did he mean? Do to others as you would have them do to you. Show to them what it is that you would want done for you. You see, Jesus himself was a reflection of the Father. It's famously said that Jesus didn't come to reveal himself, but he came to reveal the Father. Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 3 says this: the Son is the radiance of God's glory, the exact representation of his being, sustaining all things by his powerful word. Jesus came to be a reflection of who the Father was, and he also reflected what the Father does. Jesus again said, Matthew chapter 5, I tell you the truth, the Son can do nothing by himself. He does only what he sees his Father doing. Whatever the Father does, the Son also does. For the Father loves the Son and shows him everything he is doing. So we reflect to other people what God has done in us. When we listen to, hear God's voice, imitate the actions, attitudes, and behaviors of Jesus, we reflect God's glory to them, and they see in us not our faults and failings, but they see the glory of God. We must remember that what we reflect in our lives, what we reveal about our values and our thoughts and our words, and the example we set in our reciprocation should all reflect the life of Jesus. How he lived, how he spoke, and what he valued. Remember that today, that when you deal with people, they are mirrors, and you mirror Jesus to them. God bless you, and join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Evangelical Alliance, Ireland.